As more people get vaccinated against COVID-19, we are moving a step closer to doing things like getting together, traveling. One thing the Biden administration has proposed is a vaccine passport, showing proof that you have the vaccine before you can go abroad.
But you probably won't see them in Florida anytime soon. Governor Ron DeSantis said Monday that he'll issue an executive order to temporarily ban vaccine passports here in the state.
It's completely unacceptable for either the government or the private sector to impose upon you the requirement that you show proof of vaccine to just simply be able to participate in normal society.
10 Tampa Bay's Tweelon Wynn spoke with a doctor who says that the vaccine passports are a good idea to keep the virus from spreading.
When you travel internationally, you're definitely going to need one of these, but you also might need another kind of passport. And logistics experts say it'll probably be on your phone so that it's easily accessible. I spoke to a public health professor who says he's on board.
The idea of having something that you and I can feel comfortable being around other people, knowing that they're safe, especially if we're traveling long distances on airplanes or boats, makes some sense.
Doctors we spoke to say the vaccine passport makes sense in limiting the spread of a deadly virus, but there are a lot of questions about who creates and regulates the passport and then decides which vaccines are acceptable, since other countries use COVID-19 vaccines that aren't approved in the United States.
The challenge, though, is going to be who does this and who validates it. You're going to need something that's digitized, that has a central data bank. Does the government do this? Does the Federal Aviation Administration, along with the Centers for Disease Control, do this?
Another concern is protection from new variants of COVID-19 and whether or not your vaccine can protect you abroad.
Today, it appears that the vaccines that have been approved in the United States will afford a pretty good degree of protection against what we know is out there. We also know that the major vaccine producers are already looking at the emerging variants the same way they do for influenza, and they're trying to get ahead of that curve.
Dr. Wolfson says the vaccine passport is no different than how schools already require immunizations or how some countries already have some shot requirements for things like malaria, polio, or yellow fever.